Probably a better idea if I was holding a shit ton of axes, right? Is that better? Or no, I could cut it out and have it be a mystery picture. I don't know. I'm just trying to bring you guys a really good thumbnail because it seems that people really care about what the thumbnail is. But today, I think I've earned this video. This video is about the best axe that I have currently, today's date, ever used. So today we're gonna break down what makes it the best axe I've ever used and why you can't just go find one in a hardware store, although I hope one day that changes. Okay, now before we get into this video, I really want to apologize, one, for my hat hair. I'm sure it's not looking great, but two, I want to thank this company for making this company I'm about to talk about for making this video ad-free. Today, because of this specific, because of this brand, Kettle and Fire, I'm able to take off all the other ads of the video. So the reason why this is cool to me is because I actually reached out to them. They didn't reach out to me. I have an autoimmune disease, and when I was really sick, I actually had to go on an all liquid diet for 12 days. But I was able to continue drinking this during that time, and I don't have it locally at the grocery stores around me, but it is a really tasty way, at least, to get clear liquid in. And honestly, now it's kind of become a comfort food for me. That was a cow, speaking of the beef flavor of the bone broth. But when you decide to reach out to a company you actually like, things just line up, I swear to God. But anyway, so for those of you out there who listen to the things that I say and try to keep your supplements in the whole food format, bone broth is a really good way to bump up the protein, and your stomach, especially with someone like me who has legitimate stomach problems, your stomach will definitely thank you when you use it in your meals. So there you go. Okay, back to the part that you guys are here for, which is the greatest axe that I have ever swung. This axe is on its last leg, but luckily, because it's a hand forged axe, I only have to swap out the handle today. So before we start talking about it, let's get to the important part and get a real handle, a good, new, fresh handle hung on this bad boy. And then we can go back to talking about why it's the best axe I've ever used and swing it a few times. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's split off a piece right now before we start talking about the axe. I can't believe, if any of you ever split gum before, you know that's not easy to do. Well, if it didn't split so fast, which is a testament to this small 4-pound axe, I have an example for you. There we go. So, even with the hardest of woods, driest of hardwoods, the axe doesn't stick and stay in the wood. You notice that? I don't think you guys realize what I don't think most people realize, how much energy is wasted digging the axe out of the wood every time. And with this axe, I'm never doing that, like almost never. I don't know why there's so many axes in this world that exist but seem like no new thought goes into it. I don't know why you can go out and spend $300, $400 on an axe and it's just like the one right next to it. But the angle, the cheek angle of this axe, the way that it flares and that perfect taper that it has, like a bullet almost, allows it to crack wood without getting wedged into wood. It allows it to bounce back out quickly so that you can repeat your swings. It's light. It's like 4.5 pounds, maybe 4 pounds, somewhere around there. There's no official reading on this, but it's light. It's very light. But if you could repeat this design on different scales and different sizes, I don't see why it wouldn't perform just as well at 6 pounds, at 8 pounds. But the truth is, I've tried a lot of very expensive axes in this world. A lot. You guys know that. I don't have to say that. I mean, clearly I've tried a lot of axes, but there's a lot of great ones out there, but all of them have one flaw, because they either lean in the direction of being a maul, which is clumsy and has a nice flair to it, but ends up not really having a lot of repeat swing ability for a lot of people, or it's a really light axe and it's shaped more like a chopping or felling axe and very narrow and it gets stuck in wood. This is the perfect in between. And for whatever reason, all of the things that I rate axes on, like having a good overstrike protector, which this one did not come with, or having a cool look to it, or having a uniqueness, none of that mattered. All that mattered about this axe was straight up the design and the shape of that flare. I think the only weak point I give this axe is the fact that it is 4.5 pounds, but that was intentional. He did that on purpose. But I would say, if he made one of these, if Brent Bailey Forge made another one of these axes, and I was lucky enough to get one that was around 6 or 8 pounds in the future, we might be looking at the highest scoring axe I'm ever able to get my hands on. In fact, this is the highest scoring axe. I give it like a 9.5. As simple as it looks, you may look at this kind of unsuspectingly, but this is it. This is the best axe I've ever swung before. So hopefully in the future I can get my hands on a heavier one, but today I'm just grateful for the fact that I got a brand new hickory handle on it and it's ready for hours and hours and hours of work. Love it. I'll update you guys if I ever get my hands on a heavier one.